Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel, where you can find neat tips and tricks and life hacks on how to do video, how to make music, stuff like that. Today we're going to do a video using Final Cut Pro, the Pro version, the paid version. So if you have that version, here we go. Let's dive right in. And if you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe and hit that like button. Okay. Um, so head over to your batch items, click that green button on the clips to have it automatically put into your timeline if that's what you want. Or you can just get a section of it if you want. Sure. What I'm doing here, I'm just putting every different one, put them down, then I'm gonna probably arrange them to make them seem assorted, and then go from there. I mean, you could zoom in the image, get rid of those black rectangles at the side. Or when you're exporting it, you could just put it by 9:16, and that'll be done for YouTube Shorts or your TikTok, Instagram videos. But yeah, this is quite easy. Shouldn't have a problem. You could also snip it where you want it. You don't gotta take the whole clip. But since these are just short clips, no longer than 18 seconds each, just pumping them in the timeline. Make my life easier. Yeah, so basically we're gonna just make a motivational video. These are short clips that I've already put together. They're here in the media section, and what I'm gonna do is just hit them up on the timeline, and then I'm going to, I'm going to tape them all together. Little motivational videos. These ones are never. Actually, maybe I just can't. I'll just do that. That works. That's not what I want, so we're gonna delete that there. Take that out of the section. More motivational stuff I want to do today. So these stuff I know is motivational stuff, and I do motivational stuff because I try to stay motivated. I try to keep myself in a positive space. So if you're creating, you need a positive place to do that. Make sure you have one, okay? You don't need to be around negative influences or negative people or just negativity in general. It's really draining for a creator to be around that stuff. Okay? This one's giving me a little issue. You can drag it down manually. Doesn't want to go quick enough. Alright, so let's move on from that one then. Let's pop this one in. I think it's a little fun one. I want to put it here. This is me doing a 2D thingamajiggy. Okay. I'm gonna sort these. But what I do when I'm doing this, right? I do a batch. Shoot where I shoot, say 50, 30, 20 different little quotes. Maximum 22 seconds, and I put them on my YouTube channel for shorts, YouTube Shorts. But you need 10 million views to be YouTube partner on YouTube Shorts. So that's a tedious. So what my strategy was to basically shoot those shorts in the meantime, so you stay relevant and you stay motivated, and you all get to do something. On top of that, in addition to that, I was making the long form videos, like music videos, director's cut, lyric videos. I'm gonna show you that after a different. But basically, that's what I was doing. Get 4,000 hours prior to become YouTube partner. So I was also told a long form video is better and get there faster and all that stuff. But to me, it's just not about just becoming a YouTube partner. Like, I love making videos. I love making, writing scripts, just creative stuff, making music, score for the film. Basically, at this point, you can just go into the transition section and then just pull them down in between the slots, the slits, and they'll put an effect on your video that you can use to keep your video fun, stylized, and give it a lot of action. So people don't get bored of watching your video. Take these ones, bring them over here. Take these ones, bring over here. Right? Just mixing and matching the videos so it doesn't look like, it's all shot in the same day, which it was, but no one needs to know your business, right? That's just a trick for you to just be more productive. Don't waste time, kind of get things done in a more timely fashion, because time is of the essence. You still have family life, you still have stuff to do, obligations, yada yada yada. So yeah, that's just it's called batch shooting though. Shoot a bunch, and even when you're shooting a music video, do that same technique. Shoot the music video, shoot the content on how you did the video, the bloopers, etc. Right? You get the idea. Just so it helps you have more content to chop up. Content is gold these days, right? Just mixing and matching away. Just get as much as you can in different positions. You know what I mean? right? And what's good about content like this, you could basically um, shoot these little clips and then a later date piece them together as one big, one big segment. So you kind of have, more footage with the same footage, if that makes sense. So you're using the content more than once, and it helps you to, you know, repackage that content for other uses, right? And if I thought about this earlier, I would have had way more content to put out. Some of them I got rid of. I deleted it and started fresh and all that stuff. And I had lots of content on my camera that I deleted. Shouldn't have done that. I should have just took it and repackaged it. Some of them, what I was doing at first, I was just shooting it directly from my cell phone to YouTube, um, and just doing it that way. Uh, because I just found it was less editing until I found out this cool feature that CapCut has: video recording, has a built-in mic, has a built-in camera, as you see me over there in the top right. So I was like, wow! I just found that out actually today. I say almost a year now. Not even a year yet. 9 months maybe. But I'm like six, yeah, maybe 9 months. I want to say probably. I was using the free version at first, and then I was like, yo, I want to use all the techniques and get my videos better, right? 'Cause, there's an urge there to do good work, quality work. You know what I mean? Because I like to do this. Like I said, I do this. I love it. The money wasn't there, so I had to get the money up. You know what I mean? So I had to do extracurricular like Airbnbs and stuff like that, just to make ends meet. Try my hardest, and bring this to you. So there's a couple things you got to remember when you're doing and finishing up your videos. There's a couple of things that you got to remember. You got to put filters on it, depending on the film. Color correction. You should always let people know where to hit you up, or subscribe, like, and share. Some of them come in the Final Cut. Sorry, not Final Cut. Some of those presets, as you see, the subscribe and like and share and comment, they come with chroma key. They come in green screen, so you have to chroma key it out. So you chroma key that out. That should just overlay nicely. Put them periodically in the video if it's a longer video, and if it's shorter, not so much. Another thing that you have to keep in mind is that you want to make sure you put ambiance music, not too loud, normally negative 12 dB to 17 dB, depending how loud the track is, if it's not mastered or whatever the case may be. Just nice balance of audio and vocals, right? Ratio. So make sure you do that. Make sure you put if you have an outro, an intro, you have any subtitles, or anything like that you want to put in. Make sure you put those subtitles, intro, outro. Another thing you got to keep in mind is you got to put transitions right? Transitions go after every cut. Leave a little bit of space so when you put the transition on, it doesn't just cut what you're saying off if it's important. And also, you can adjust the transition too. So it can be 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Depends on how long you want the transition to be, right? And then filters. Make sure. And make sure you watch your video back in the full length to see if there's any um, discrepancies that you can catch, because once you put it in out there, usually you don't have time to change it, or you could, but it might mess up your algorithm if it's YouTube or anywhere else, right? And when you're putting up like like when it's those signs that say subscribe to YouTube, like right here, the green, try to get the sound effects. There's a sound effects menu in the audio. If you go into audio and then go into audio library, there is sound effects, and you can type it in. Hey, swoosh, mouse clicking. You can type some stuff in, and then you can see what you can put under there for the right timing, right? And then that will help you, get a better effect, and it'll sound more professional. Another thing you have to remember is that sometimes when you're, like, depending on your computer, you're doing your edit, and basically what will happen is under the viewer tab, you'll see like the lips are not syncing. You'll see that it's lagging in certain areas. What you have to do at that point is go over to where it says medium on your screen or full, and take it down to like low or even medium or high, depending on the lagging, right? The latency. There's a latency issue. Um, and then when you're exporting it, put it up to full capacity and export it after you've watched it in the lower, the lower quality. Might be a little glitchy, might look a little off, but don't worry. When you export it, everything will be on point. That's how it works sometimes. That's very important to remember. Okay. For your clips, there's lots of stuff you can do. Over when you click the clip, you could see, a bunch of stuff drop down, a bunch of effects, a bunch of audio effects. You can remove background, all those stuff. I'm going to show you where those are in another video. For this, I was just trying to get through this video, what I was doing here. Yeah, but you can do all kinds of stuff. So neat. You really have like superb control. You can even touch up a person's face. If it's a girl, you could do their makeup. You could take out wrinkles. You could change people's clothes. There's so much things that Final Cut, CapCut, sorry. There's so much thing that CapCut help you do that it's amazing, these days, right? Plus, there's AI templates, scripted video. There's so much features. I'm gonna go through all the features in another video, so don't worry if you missed that or you can't find them. For now, just do what you can and do what you must. And when you're putting on your filters, right? Just remember, you could put two filters. You could also use the effects. What looks like a star. The effects on. You could elongate the effect. You could put the effect with different effects on it that chips in at different periods in your video, so it doesn't. You know what I mean? So there's so much things you can do. So much things you can do. Right? You got to be creative. Just play with all the stuff, all the tools. The chroma key too is another thing you should always play with. play with the arrangement of the subscribe buttons. Don't make them too close. Don't make them too far. Just proportion them nicely. You know what I mean? So everything is for a reason. And I hope that you love and enjoy this video. Stay tuned for more neat tricks and tips as I, go on this quest to finish up every video in my CapCut library right now. Yeah, so like, subscribe, follow, share with a friend, and I hope leave a comment if you want anything. Are you missing anything, or I missed anything, or things you want me to go over? I will be happy to do so. I don't mind. I love this stuff, like I said. So yeah, we'll talk soon. And if any suggestions, I'm always up for it too as well. Thank you. Have a good one. Ciao.